Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita original, chapter number 3, Karma Yoga. So here we see Sahayagya Prajasrishtva Purovaja Prajapadihi Anena Prasavishayadvam Yeshavo Ashta Ishta Kamaduk. That means Sahayagya Prajasrishtva. Sahayagya. Along with Yagya, Yagya means religious principles, religious orders, religious duties, and ritualistic duties, spiritual duties. There are evolutionary program in every department, right? Even in yoga thing, there are evolution. First Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga or Dhyana Yoga, then the topmost is Bhakti Yoga. So here also we found that there is evolutionary program in religious activities. When you actually come up to the Bhakti Yoga begins from using our tongue in the service of the Lord. You may actually think that how is it possible, or what is the use of engaging the tongue in the devotional service? How can we do that? All that we know, we can speak so much and we can eat, right? This is the two things that we have experienced. Now, how this has come into the light? What? Using the tongue in devotional service. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami explains, Adaha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriye. Lord Sri Krishna's any activities or pastimes, right? His form, his attributes, his group of devotees around the Lord, his energies, nothing can be understood by our indriyas. The material indriyas are programmed only for our facilities. So these senses are not so powerful to understand spiritual activities. So we cannot even understand the spiritual activities. Therefore, we are not involved in the spiritual life. So if the senses and mind of the material world is so weak and feeble, how it can understand or help understand God? It's not possible. So God is someone who is beyond our material mind and senses. Therefore, Sevon Mugehi Juhado, engage your tongue in the service of the Lord. So here, how we can engage the tongue in the service of the Lord? With the tongue, we cannot clean the temple. That will be dirty. With the tongue, we cannot do puja. With the tongue, we cannot cook. With the tongue, we cannot do anything other than speak about God and chant God's name. That is what Rupa Goswami explains, that use your tongue in the service of the Lord. That is by chanting and hearing. Swayameva spuratyadaha. He will appear himself to you. So the Lord revealed to us when we constantly take up this process. Therefore, in this verse, Lord Krishna is saying, Sahayagya, along with Yagya. Saha means along with, together. With Sahayagya Prajasrishtva. Praja means we, living beings, or created. Srishtva means created. So we were not just created only for some of our material benedictions. Along with us, yajna also has come. Now we don't know what that yajna is. Due to forgetfulness of that yajna, we have taken up so many processes in the material field. Right? Therefore, we are trying to busy in our economic development. But yajna is already there. Sahayagya praja srishtva. Every living being, especially human beings, are created with yajna. Sometimes we say you have born with a golden spoon. Yes, we have born with yajna, not a golden spoon. That is very, very lower grade thing, that if you have a golden spoon in your hand, you have taken birth. What's the big thing? Gold is available everywhere in any way. So, but we have born with yajna. Puro vaja prajapati. So, Puro means in the ancient time. That personality who gave you birth with yajna is Prajapati, the father of all Prajapatis. Puro Vaja Prajapati. Right? So Lord Brahma has created us with yajna. Now we are not taking up that process. So that is our problem. Due to forgetfulness or association or born in a particular family, we have erased the idea of taking up the process of chanting or yajna. Anena prashavishayadvam yeshavo ashta ishta kamadu. So he blessed us, saying that this yajna will fulfill all your desires. Kamadu. So the yajna has to be there. Without yajna, how we actually get things for our survival or enjoyment. Now, our Gurudev, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Tagore, one of our great grand spiritual masters, explains that you shall not give up your activities just like that. So you engage in your action, because to purify yourself, you have to do actions. If you do not do the actions, then you cannot purify. So you do actions. If you think that you are a very polluted person, you are a contaminated person, your mind is not pure, so do actions without desiring anything. But don't stop actions. Don't take up the results. I will help you. What are you going to give me? $100,000? 10 lakhs? I can carry your mother and father to the hospital. How do I benefit? So this is our mentality. For everything that we do except for ourselves or probably the intimate family members, we need results from everything that you do for others. Here, the Supreme Lord is saying that if you do these kinds of action, bhatting or developed material desires that you need in exchange immediately something from others, by taking, we become more and more conditioned and contaminated. The heart filled up with so much dust. So we need to actually purify that. Therefore, acharyas are recommending you do the same thing for others, for any living beings, even cats and dogs, and cows and all the domestic animals. Or if you can serve the wild animals as well, don't desire anything in return. Now, no, I cannot do that. I need to desire something. So Shastra and Acharyas says that If you cannot work without a desire, then with desire, you serve Lord Vishnu, nobody else. You cannot go and actually serve everybody with a desire. It's only going to make you fall down from your current existence and take you to the lower species of life. However, when you desire something, keep that desire and serve Lord Vishnu, nobody else. Why? Because by associating with Lord Vishnu continually, the day will come that you purify. Why? The Lord is million-ton spiritually electrified personality, billions and zillions of tons. There is no limit for it. Let us say limitless tons spiritual energy the Supreme Lord has. So when you associate with Him and serve Him, keeping only Lakshmi Narayan or Vishnu Lakshmi, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Radha Krishna, maintain desires, right? And serve the Lord, one day will come where you will be completely purified. You desire no more. But with the desire, you serve others, is not going to protect you from the dangerous fall down from your original position. So who is going to help? Simply by serving the other living beings, including your own kith and kins, relatives, closest relatives, your Janu, you call Janu, right? What does it mean? You are my Jeevan. There is no results. Only it makes you more and more conditioned. But at the same time, you serve the Supreme Lord. Then you are loving everybody. Simply loving, it will break one day. If you love people with Krishna consciousness, it stays forever. So here, that is what Lord Brahma is telling. So I have given you the yajna for the purification. Because living entities, when they identify with this material body, we think that we are this body. So satisfying this material body is the goal of life. And after prolonged years and years of satisfaction, what do we get? We just die, give up this body. And the soul has no spiritual essence because we haven't done any spiritual activities. The soul suffers because you haven't executed, rendered any service to Lord Sri Krishna. So future is very bleak. So that is what we understand from this verse. So not only the human beings are sent to this material world, even the demigods. Generation means all kinds of human varieties, human beings, demons, Danavas, Rakshasas, Asuras, right? And Devi, Devadas, everyone is actually sent into this material world with the yajna process. None of these guys can get anything without performing yajna to the Supreme Lord. Because the Supreme Lord is the reservoir of all opulences. Sum total. In other words, all these things are manifesting from Him. All power, all money, right? Or all wealth. That includes everything. Gold, silver, precious stones, ruby, diamonds, everything. That is what the wealth means. All knowledge, all reputation, all detachment, all fame, all these things are coming from God. So anything of these we have in certain degrees is because the blessings of the Lord, because He is complete with all these things. Others are not. Others have obtained from the Lord certain percentage. Even His direct expansion, Lord Narayan has 92% of Lord's opulences. So he was also endowed by Lord Sri Krishna. Lord Shiva, 84%. Lord Brahma, 78%. All the demigods also have in different degrees 78%, including we. But we are conditioned now. Therefore, we have maybe 0.5% or 1% or no percentage. We are just surviving. No percentage means we are just surviving. We have a roti, kapda, makha. Krishna is maintaining us. That's it. There is nothing extra. So, these are the things coming from the yajna process. We need to understand this. So therefore, yajna is part of our life. We cannot give up chanting. At least I cannot live without chanting and Krishna service. Because you may say that you are brainwashed or whatever. We need to have a brain for washing, right? I didn't have any brain. And I don't want that kind of brain that actually goes against God. So therefore, we need to understand that yajna is very important in life. So take up the process of yajna and do your ritualistic activities to Lord Vishnu. Whatever the worship method mentioned in the scripture to satisfy Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, you do. And chant the holy name of the Lord constantly, continually, regularly, whatever you can. So in this way, try to satisfy the Lord. This is what Prajapati Brahma is actually telling. I have sent you with the yajna. He didn't say, it's my yajna. No, he said to the Supreme Person. And who is telling this? Lord Krishna is saying. So who is the Supreme Person here? Is Lord Vishnu. Why? Because you are in the material world. You should be worshipping Lord Vishnu. It is must. That is what Krishna is telling. Krishna didn't say, you worship me. But eventually Krishna is telling, I am the source of Lord Vishnu also. Everyone is created by me. Prajapadim charudram chavi aham eva srijamavai. I have created all the Prajapatis, and topmost of all Prajapatis is Lord Brahma. Prajapati Daksha is there. Marichi, Kashyapa Muni, all these sages are also in the list of Prajapati. But the topmost of all Prajapati is Lord Brahma. Prajapatim cha Rudram Chavi. Chavi means also Lord Rudra. 12 Rudras or any number of Rudras. There are so many Lord Shivas in different forms of Lord Shivas. Kala Bhairava, Smashana Bhairava, E Bhairava, A Bhairava, everyone. Prajapatim Charudram Chavi. Aham eva srijamavai. In Moksha Dharma, Lord Krishna says, I have created them. Tavom na vijanido. But they do not know that. Why? Even Prajapatis and Rudras, they do not know that I have created them. Why that is so? Mama Maya Vimohido. Because they were bewildered and completely under the control of my illusory energy, covering potency. Therefore, they do not know that I have created them beginning of the creation. So here the Lord is saying, Lord Brahma said, or Brahma sent you all to this material world with the yajna process. So we take chanting the holy name of Krishna. Why? Because Krishna advanced in this world one day of Lord Brahma. That is 864 crores of years. Once Krishna comes here for 125 years to perform pastimes, to enchant everyone by his pastimes and take them to the spiritual world. Because every living being deserves to be in Krishna Loka. Why? Because they are all part of Lord Krishna. Therefore, he comes down to attract the living beings by his spiritual activities, pastimes. This is Krishna's things. It will go on. So, this is the thing. So, Lord actually came and said that you are materially attracted, oriented, having desires and all, you worship Lord Vishnu. But those who have no desires, only want to serve me, you worship me. That is the meaning of it. Otherwise, Krishna would have said, you worship me. He didn't say that. You have a desire, you worship Lord Vishnu. By worshipping Lord Vishnu, due course of time, you will become desireless. But worshipping others, only as the time goes, your desire will be more and more and more and more, incomplete, and is ever increasing, and you die, you take birth again to fulfill those desires. Alright, so we'll continue. Thank you. Hare Krishna.